Gucciardo from Gucciardo Specific Chiropractic, and today we're here with Winston Waters, longtime patient of ours, and we wanted to have him share his story today. Winston, why did you come to the office?
Well, I came to the office, Doc, because I had been suffering from vertigo for well over 15 years.
Wow.
And I had, my vertigo started out coming maybe twice a year. I'd have these instances of vertigo, dizziness, the room spinning, off balance, lightheadedness. Couldn't do anything for 2-3 days. Doctors would treat me with different things, antibiotics, nasal medications, and that went on for about 5-6 years, where I'd get these bouts with vertigo 2 to 3 times a year. Then they started to become more frequent, 3-4 times a year. Then within the last, I'd say, prior to my seeing you about 2 years ago, they started coming around 2007. Anytime between 2004 and 2007, they started coming probably once a week.
Wow.
And it was becoming very difficult for me to function as an attorney. And I'm also a college professor, and I literally walk into a classroom and I have to stay virtually in one position in front of a podium, holding onto the podium and lecturing, and just waiting for the hour and 15 minutes to end so I can just run back to my office and try to relax before my next class. And so the vertigo was becoming a problem for me, a big problem. And then I was listening to one of the Christian radio stations.
570?
Yes, it was 570, and they had mentioned how this is one woman who mentioned how she was suffering from vertigo. She sounded just like me. She was almost like in tears, saying that she was suffering from vertigo. She couldn't do anything. She saw many doctors. They couldn't do anything for her. Then she went to see you. And at first I said, well, let me wait. And I waited, and this went on for about 2-3 months. And I heard the commercial about 3 or 4 times. I said, you know, I'm going to go to see Dr. Robinson.
Now, when you first came in, Winston, were you sure that this was going to work for you, or did you have any hesitations about it?
No, I had hesitations because many people that I spoke to, certain friends, when I told them I was going to see a chiropractor for my vertigo, they looked at me like, what's the problem? Are you for real? And I have friends that are physicians. I have friends that are in the health field and other related fields. And so when I got these odd looks, but my feeling was that I was desperate.
Sure. Nothing else worked?
Nothing worked.
Yeah. Now, did you know the difference between chiropractic and upper cervical chiropractic before you came in?
No, I did not.
Okay. And now you see the difference between the two?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see that the kind of chiropractic practice that you have is much more specific and directed towards the particular problem that the individual is facing, as opposed to being more of a general type of chiropractic care. So it was truly remarkable what you've done for me, and ever since I came to see you, at first I think that I wasn't sure it was going to work. I was even a little doubtful, and my life since I've come to see you has been just incredibly changed, because my vertigo is under control. I really don't suffer from it the same way I did before. If I have a bout of vertigo, it's maybe once every 2-3 months, and then I feel my body almost fighting the vertigo, like it
Trying to heal itself.
Trying to heal itself,
Absolutely.
like it never did before.
Absolutely.
Which is really phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so I think that, you know, you have gifted hands. I think you're truly an extraordinary chiropractor, and I'm thoroughly convinced that chiropractic care is a wonderful form of healthcare.
Winston was so happy for you that you got the results that you wanted to, so you can continue doing what you love, being a professor, an attorney, and we just would hope that many other people who might have similar situations, who might be watching this, would give it a try. Winston was skeptical too, but he knew that he needed to do something to make that change.
Well, like I said, I was very skeptical, and even doubtful. And even when I went to see my own private physician, brilliant physician, my internist, and I told him, I said, you know, I'm seeing a chiropractor for my vertigo, and I'm not suffering from the vertigo anymore. He gave me this look like, are you really, you know, telling me this? Or do you really believe what you're saying? And I said, listen, Doc, I came to see you many times. I went to see all of the specialists that you sent me to at various hospitals, some of the best hospitals here in Long Island, and no one could treat my vertigo.
Wow.
And it wasn't until I came to see you that my vertigo was treated. And it makes a world of a difference when you can walk into your law practice, sit there and work on a file, and not be hampered with the lightheadedness or the dizziness or the tired feeling and the feeling I need to lie down and sleep and stay in one position. And you can sit in your office and you can work and you can make money.
Yes.
And you can be a functional individual.
Yes.
You can look at your wife and say, listen, I love you and I like to hold you and be your husband, and not feel, well, I can't do those things because the vertigo will act up if I turn left or turn right. So it's an amazing turn of events for me in my life. So I'm really internally grateful to the good Lord for you.
Well, we're thankful to you too as well, and we're so happy that you're getting these results. Is there anything that you would tell someone who might have vertigo, who might be skeptical and not know if this is something that's right for them? Is there anything in particular that you would tell them to make them give it a try so that they can get the results that you've had and their life can turn around again and be normal just like yours has?
Well, what I can tell you is that what I've realized is that chiropractic care, the way in which Dr. Gucciardo does it in his practice, this specific chiropractic care is genuinely a significant and meaningful type of health care. And I can tell you that you can go on day in and day out suffering from vertigo, seeing physicians, being given antibiotics. I was given all the antibiotics you could think of. I was given all the kinds of treatments, nasal treatments, but I found for me that they didn't work. And when I came to Dr. Gucciardo and I trusted him, and I was even very, very nervous about the first adjustment that I received. But what I can tell you is that if I feel my vertigo coming on now, I'm the first patient here in the morning, and my day and my week and my weeks to come are always phenomenally fantastic, because I did receive that adjustment and the vertigo is in control. And I would encourage you to just give it a try. This is a great physician. That's all I can tell you. To me, he's more than a chiropractor. He's a great physician, and he has gifted hands. And so, if I didn't feel that way, I would not have agreed to do this interview.
I appreciate that.
And personally, I didn't feel that way. I wouldn't have been your patient for 2 years.
I know that too. I know that too.
I mean, nothing personal, but I just would be totally honest. I think that it's just phenomenal care.
Thank you. Well, we need to give all the glory to God because He is the great physician. And Winston, I thank you for being here today. And anyone who might be suffering from vertigo, please listen to him. Give it a try. Change your life today. Give us a call. Thank you. Thank you, Winston.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Okay.